doing today? Soggy? Arizona is soggy? What do you mean by soggy? Soggy? What a way to describe it. Hi chat, I hope you're all doing really well today. So I am still a little bit exhausted. However, one of the things that I wanted to do yesterday, Sketch, thank you so much. Thank you for 7 months. Thank you. I'm good. Thank you so much. I'm still just a little bit... Oh, I've got a knot here. I'm still just a little bit sleepy. Anyway, so I thought what I would do is first eat this orange because I'm starving. Secondly, 3 straight days of rain. Oh no. And then secondly, I wanted to unbox some of the stuff because you guys, while I was away, were so amazing and actually picked up some stuff from my wish list while I was away. So I wanted to open that, and then I really hope I feel awake enough. I'd like to paint my arm. So I'd like to do a makeup look of painting of my arm, but I'm still not 100% set up yet. So, first things first, this orange. I hope you're all good. What have you guys been up to today? I hope this is... Sometimes apparently you can tell if it's a good orange because it's got a baby orange. Orangeception. So I was really hungry, so I ran downstairs. Then I got distracted and I saw some of the dishes needed doing. So, and I was like, oh my gosh, but I've just gone live. But I don't want to like leave the dishes to everybody else. So I was like, oh my goodness gracious, Theo, how are you doing? Hi Theo, hi everyone. Hi Jupiter, hi May, hi Fishy, how are you doing? Hi Wild, hi Billy, hi AC, hi Thomas, hi Gunning, how are you doing? Hi Dipped, hi Frozen. Thomas, thank you so much for 3 months. How are you doing? Thank you so much, thank you. Theo, I was lurking earlier. How did your Lego roses go? How are you? Oh, Theo, thank you so much. Thank you. Hi, Chaos. Hi, Mel. Hi. So I was just going over the plan. First, I want to eat this orange. Secondly, a hype train? Oh, you guys kicked off a hype train? It's a Terry's chocolate. That's it. Oh my goodness gracious. Can you imagine if there was one hidden in here? Smashing, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Oh, perfect block. Thank you so much, Smashing. That's so kind of you. You completed level 1. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hey, V6. It's not Terry's, it's mine. Hey, hi, Frozen. Oh my goodness. So, first things first. We finished the roses. They're so pretty. Do you have any other of the Lego flowers? I know you've got quite a few Lego sets, but I can't remember if you've got flowers. This is a beast of an orange. So the plan was I had to come here because I missed you. Thank you so much. Do you know what? I'm just this jet lag is brutal, and I'm trying so hard to like bypass it, but I am struggling a little bit. You have the orchids and the bonsai. I don't think I knew about that. What other? Sorry, I think you've got some other. Oh, you must have loads by now. Very zesty. Yeah, I'm trying to like hack my way at opening it. So I actually received some stuff while I was away from the wish list, which was from you guys, and I really appreciate that. So, what is mail time currently? Christ, that's a good question. Currently, actually in Japan, in Japan it's 9 hours ahead. So if it's 9 p.m. now, it's currently 6 o'clock in the morning. Approaching 9 p.m. So it was, if I was, this time last week for me, it was 6 o'clock in the morning. As like, oh. I love it when you can get an orange and you do that bit, right? And the whole thing comes out. when you do extreme strength training on the orange and you pull off like a really big bit of the skin. So for me with the jet lag, I'm sure you can imagine, quite tiring. Hi Whiskey Rick, how are you? Yeah, you look at the whole spine, I feel like go Mortal Kombat on it. The orange seat, oh my god, dipped. So I received some kind stuff from you guys, being super kind for my wish list while I was away. And so I'm gonna open them, and then hopefully after that I'll paint my arm. I do want to do a paint on my arm. I want to do a paint inspired by the film Talk to Me. If you guys have not seen the film Talk to Me and you like horror films, I would recommend it. I felt like it was quite original. I haven't seen very many horror films in general. I've been trying to watch a few more. I know this is so silly, and I know this is a very, very, very daft assumption. I always had it in my mind that there was like 30 horror films in all of existence, and so, but I know that's not true. So yeah, but now I'm very aware that there's like 30 million. Anyway, I'm so close to to get into this orange, and so I've kind of been struggling to catch up with all of these horror films that exist. Oh gosh, I'm gonna rip the spine out of this one. Look at that. Anyway, I watched Talk to Me on the plane home, and it really scared me. That's silly. This 31. Yeah. Oh, did I just get? Oh, it's actually from the orange. Okay. Anyway, it's fine. So I've been trying to catch up with watching horror films. I've not opened this well at all. That's how I've opened this orange. I flicked it in my drink. It's not going well. Here's a slice of orange. That looks nice, doesn't it? It does look like pumpkin guts. This is the most embarrassing way I've ever opened an orange in my life. I've never opened an orange this bad. It looks dry. It's not the best. I'll still try and segment it out. Okay, hang on. I don't feel like I'm a complete human being because I haven't got winged eyeliner on. Unboxing an orange. This is what we're doing today. No, I really wanted to go live, but I was also hungry, so I was like, I'm gonna eat this orange, and I was like, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Everyone's gonna be really understanding that I'm so exhausted. Everyone's gonna understand that I'm exhausted, but I'm trying. Aren't we, chat? It's about me. Oh, I've seen some. Well, I used to only watch bad horror films. I did have loads of fun, thank you. But I'm really excited to be back because I missed streaming so much. AC, I hope that the crows like oranges, but I've been giving them peanuts, and they seem to be liking the peanuts. But today I tried to put it on a tray, and they got really scared of the tray. Do you usually have jet lag this bad? Yeah. My jet lag usually lasts 2 weeks. But I keep trying to fight through it, but I usually have pretty intense jet lag. I mean, the difference was 9 hours, so it would be the next day, wouldn't it? The sketch. It wasn't that it was sour. Do you ever get that thing sometimes? It sounds awful. Where, like, you swallow a piece of food, but some of it is still connected to the food that's in your mouth. But I heard they're like hard-boiled eggs that have been like cut open. I'm definitely gonna bring them a hard-boiled egg because it's easier for me to bring. But not yet. Just get a bird feeder. No. I want them to know it's me multiple times a day. I want them to befriend me, Nostro. I need them to recognize that I'm the provider of food. Not some kind of contraption. Me. I want to get to the point where I will hand feed them and they will do my bidding and they will rip off my neighbor's roof. Exactly, Sketch. And it's this moment of like, am I gonna die? Exactly. I want to be the leader of the murder of crows. So, so crow update, dated. So for those of you who don't know, I'm trying to befriend a murder of crows. There are, I think, 8 to 9 crows that live in a tree near my house. And I've had my eye on them for a long time. Anyway, I've been like researching how to befriend crows, and apparently they really like peanuts and nuts and fruit and stuff. So you guys were amazing and bought me a massive tub of peanuts, to which I've essentially, I don't actually think, but I don't know for sure, but I don't think other people in the area feed these crows. So I think they've gone from not being provided food in 2 days to being provided breakfast, brunch, lunch, afternoon tea, dinner, supper, and a midnight snack. Because every time I go outside, I get so excited and I keep giving them more peanuts. So I'm like overfeeding these poor birds. I'm back, I'm so excited to be back. It's only an attempted murder. Dinner rod now going through the Sephora bag. Oh, that's so lovely. You treated yourself to some stuff. Yeah, maybe they don't. I wondered though, Buzzy, because I think they just eat. I think they will eat other birds' eggs raw. So I think, you know, if you cook it, they're like, woo. Great to see that place at night time. Yeah, it's very pretty at night time, but a lot of things shut a lot earlier than I would hope. There was a lot of times where I was not caught, but like stuck in a situation where we were looking for somewhere to eat and everything was closed. And the thing that really annoyed me about it was on like Google restaurants and or Google Maps, it would say like, oh, the opening times, and it would confirm that the place was open. And then we'd get there and they'd have their opening times on the door, and then it would just be closed. And so I don't really know why, but like it happened a lot. Like we were in this one place, like Toya, I think. And it was Ghost's birthday, and we had plans to go to dinner. Every single place we went to, I dare say we went to about 15 places, and they were all just closed. And like people were walking around just like looking for somewhere to eat. We found one place which was open, but it was really bizarre. Like a lot of they'll just close, and I was wondering, is it like a public holiday? I tried to find so many reasons, but like no reason, just shut. And so I got a bit frustrated with that sometimes because you'd just be like, okay, I don't know what to do. Do I just eat from 7-Eleven or? Infernal and like, this wasn't late. This was like 8:30 p.m. at night. But a lot of the places would shut at 8:30 or 9. So it was kind of like, I felt like I had to plan quite a lot. And to eat. And I found that a bit difficult. Like having to worry about that every day. I think this orange is stringy. I think it's the orange's fault. Hi Kings, how are you? I'm just eating an orange and then we're going to unbox some gifts you guys have brought for me. Sorry. They do, Kem. But I think they're a bit confused. Bye, Sketch. I think the crows are really sus. I will say one of the most interesting things about them though is watching one crow go and eat the peanuts and then caw. It does too. And then another crow will come. And this happened a few times today where like I'd hear it and I'd look out the window and there'd be one crow and then another one would come in after it cawed because it would get my attention because I'd be like, oh, there's a crow. It's really interesting to me because obviously it's talking. It's saying something. Peanuts over here. But it happens so many times a day, so it's very interesting. Oh, that's lovely, Buck. You know what? I actually don't really like Spirited Away that much, though. I thought it was very pretty. I didn't really like the story very much, though. I'm still, yeah. The crow thing is going to be an ongoing project for me. Oh, Niveus, yeah, imagine. Yeah. My local post office 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. every time on Google, but there's a sign on the door that says 8 a.m. 2 hours? 2 hours? Oh my god. Opening times having them 2 hours is crazy. I don't really have like anything in particular, Block. I think that the story of Spirited Away is just quite. Ow! I think the story of Spirited Away, personally, for me, is just a bit too heavy. Like, it's a bit much for me. I've seen Howl's Moving Castle, but I'm just not really a Ghibli person. I think it's nice. If I had to pick one, and this is me kind of like forcing myself to pick something, it would be probably like Kiki's Delivery Service because it's quite cute. But I just don't really care for it. No, I have not watched The Boy and the Heron. I haven't seen too many. I think I've seen like 3. But the stories are just a bit too, because a lot of them are just quite haunting. I mean, they're very beautiful and very pretty, and there's amazing storytelling. But that doesn't take away from like the fact that the story is quite brutal. I know, Zero. I'm really, I'm really trying to make sure you guys get your money's worth. From the birds and Mel goes leaving the house. Yeah, exactly. Have you watched Your Name? Yes, I have. I've heard good things about that one, Buzzy. Yeah, I'm just like, the thing is like I know like some people like find this like extremely shocking, but I'm just not really like that big into Studio Ghibli. I've never really cared for it that much. I think it's nice and I think it's great that a lot of people are really big fans of it. But I've never like been like hardcore into it. Like I've seen bits of things, but yeah, I'm just not really. I just don't really care. Put some. I'm sorry. I'm just putting some life back into my face because I think the orange sucked the life out of me because it's pretty dry. Right, Zero. And that was all I could like focus on. But then I think it was confirmed when I was looking on the internet, because I was trying to be like, I don't know, like if it's just me that's thinking this. But then again, you know, like the like literature and some film, etc. That, you know, sometimes it is up to, you know, an interpretation of the viewer. And so I was kind of like, it's just me. But yeah, it's I think it's very pretty, you know, like it's a very gorgeous art style, and they've done a great job of making things just look beautiful. I'm not saying that's the only redeeming quality about it, but it was just a bit too heavy for me, like. The undertones of yeah, exactly, and like having to work in a bathhouse was to pay off the parents' debt. I was just a bit like, okay. Yeah, it was a lot in my opinion. I mean, beautifully told, but not for me. A Black Sabbath video? No, not really. I wouldn't say so. Like, it just, you know, because one person does it doesn't mean it has to be loved by everything. You know what I mean? I don't have to love everything they do. This orange, most of it is on the table. This orange was not the best. I got baited because the orange was massive, and I thought, oh my god, look at the size of this orange. What a great orange. And I've eaten this orange. It's not a good orange. It looks like a grapefruit, doesn't it? I'm not really a big grapefruit fan, personally. I've really tried to be, though. Okay. I'm scared I'm gonna like die on this one because I'm just scared of eating this orange. Welcome to the stream, chat. I'm eating an orange. I'm eating an orange. That's the stream today. Okay, final bite. Mm. Mm. Yeah, I'm not really a bitter kind of person. But yeah, grapefruit is not the one for me. Him too. Shut up. Okay. Fabulous. Great. Now that I'm partially fed, chat. Also, I think the colour has gone funny. How long does lipstick last? I think it depends. It depends on the product itself. So you would have to check the packaging. For lipstick, it'll depend. Okay. Okay, where's my scissors? I'm so excited. So... the first one is a PR box. Oh, does this mean I'm going to have to change the I'm going to have to change the thing to say that there's branded content in it, I think. Which, I mean, I feel like it's a little bit like... Anyway, I'll just update it so I don't get in trouble. Hi, Cosmic. How are you? There we go. Excuse me. Okay, so the first one is from Ren. Clean skincare, apparently. Yeah, AC, I'm hoping to paint my arm is what I want to do, because I want to do the arm from... I want to paint the hand from Talk to Me. However, I am still really jet lagged. For context of the jet lag, it's 9 hours in Japan right now. So, 9 hours ahead. So it would be 6 o'clock in the morning. So, I'm not sure if I'm going to make it, but I was like, let me do the unboxing and then we'll go from there. But I am pretty tired, so we'll see. Oh my gosh, isn't it annoying, mate? Do you know what? My coughs as well. I hate how aggressive my cough is. When I used to work at Game, I used to have customers telling me that I needed to stop smoking. I will give you... I can feel another cough coming, so I'll just... Like... Can you see what I mean? There's not... It sounds like there is a serious issue, but my cough has always sounded really aggressive. That it makes people really concerned. So it's just, yeah, that rattle. Like, it sounds Optimus Prime when he's rusty. It's such a... From the depth, it's like it comes from my intestines and it ricochets throughout my entire like intestine tube to back to my mouth. It sounds like my legs are empty and they're echoing from inside me out of my mouth. And so I always get a little bit like unsure, because another thing was, during COVID, I'd be really scared to cough because it would sound so serious. But it's just, every time I cough, it's not really a thing. You know, like, can you hear it? When I start to do a light cough, you can hear it start. Can you hear, like, it's... Like, it just sounds terrible. Whereas, like, my sneeze is like... I don't have, like, an aggressive sneeze, but my cough is so aggressive. But, like, I genuinely can tell you I'm okay. But it doesn't sound like I'm okay. Thank you for the hydrate. Yeah, it's like it's just dying. This is me. This is how I go. Isn't it brutal? I have such a brutal cough. I hate it. Okay, anyway. So the first parcel is a PR. I'm just not going to mute my cough anymore, chat. Let's just all listen to how I have not been blessed with a cute cough. It's nothing that's like... I haven't been blessed with anything along those lines. Instead, I was given one from hell. Satan personally gave me his cough. Scare animals and small children. You have one of those sneezes. Oh, because I started new supplements today. Oh, mate, regardless, like, if a placebo works... I hope you don't catch my COVID. May, how long have you had COVID for now? It only sounds like you smoke. It does, doesn't it? It sounds like I smoke really heavily. I'm mortal. Niveas, I don't know if you're based in the UK, but to say that somebody is mortal is also another way of saying that someone's really drunk. However, I will say that in the UK, unfair, because there are so many words to describe drunk. And there was a comedian who made a good point, is you can say, oh yeah, I got absolutely coat-hangered last night, or I got absolutely, I got absolutely microphoned. And everyone will know that you mean that you just got really drunk. It's like, you can use any, if to say that, oh yeah, I got mortal last night, is to be like, I got really drunk. Which I don't, they'll, like, for some reason in the UK, we can seemingly pick any word. Oh, I was so coat racked. Oh, drunk. I don't know what it is. It's just a thing, and it's a weird thing that happens. But yeah, you can use any word. It's fine. Absolute lip balm last night. So stupid. Saturday, then strong instant positive. So, oh my god, so it's like fresh. I wasn't sure if you had like been recovering from it for like over a week. I was best. Absolutely lampshaded. Exactly. And it's so weird. It's just a thing. Then I'm going to be rich. I really can't wait for that one time. Just like insulting people saying, you're such a donut. One of my favourite ones is to call people like a cabbage. Okay. So it should be like, oh, just cabbage, just to be like, you know, someone who's an idiot. But my favourite one is one that my dad has taught me, which is like a wet lettuce. And like a wet lettuce is when someone like, you know, when like someone doesn't have like a backbone in a situation, like when you're playing a video game and like someone and you're in a team and like, for instance, like when I was playing Scars Above and I was the main character and there was now two of us fighting this boss, but one of them, like the other character who was non-playable, just stood behind the gate. That is an example of someone who's being an absolute wet lettuce, because there's no there's nothing. I think wet lettuce, yeah, just completely limp. There's nothing. There's no backbone. There's nothing holding them up. So I think a wet lettuce is a good one. Absolute wet lettuce. I love it. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. A cabbage and a wet lettuce is two personal favourites. Backbone, like a damp noodle. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like a like a cooked noodle or a wet lettuce or something. Yep, I like that one. Didn't a cabbage outlast No, that was a lettuce, I think, actually. But yes. Which was such an interesting... such a very interesting thing that happened on the internet, which, I mean, I'm not saying it was bad. I just thought it was just quite entertaining. Oh yeah, like well, I think Jack's legs have gone quite limp. Wet lettuce. But, I mean, he still stood, so he's okay. Muppet is also an insult, but also actual Muppets are great. Yes, cost some absolute Muppet. So sorry, this was my first one of my gifts that I got from a company. So this one's from Ren Clean Skincare. I will say that I'm all for like less is more packaging. However, when it arrived, there was no tape on it, so I think the postman and it was kind of like partially open, so I think everybody had a look what was inside here. Anyway, so apparently this is a tonic, a Ready Steady Glow Daily AHA tonic. Let's see. Bottle made from 100% post-consumer recycled plastic. They have a zero waste policy, which is quite interesting. Over 10,000 5-star reviews. What it does is smooths and brightens skin by dissolving the dead skin cells. 100% of people said the skin looked brighter. Tightens pores and exfoliates excess sebum. Hyperallergenic. Suitable for blemish-prone skin, pregnancy and lactating people. Use after cleansing PMS. Oh, so you can use it on the rest of your body, not just your face. Use before makeup application for instant smoothness and brightness. Okay, so this seems quite interesting. I have not ever tried a product like this before. We'll see how it goes. And I've never tried this brand before, so that's quite nice. because I think I got them more than 4 years ago. Oh yeah, you might as well get rid of them. They do expire. Let me put this box over there. This is lovely. Yeah, that's how a lot of I'm pretty sure anyway, that's how a lot of skincare works actually. I think cuz like when you do like little, not like a chemical peel, but when you do like certain face masks. One of the face masks that I have is like, it feels like it burns. And I'm pretty sure it is. But there we go. My goodness gracious, I had to make the type size a little bit bigger because I wasn't able to read it. Okay, then let's see what else we have. Oh yeah. I assume that you know what it means. Burning is bad. Yeah, it's the I can't remember what it's called. Theo, you'll know what it is. The ordinary red one. You know what I mean? Ah, nice biscuit. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I thought it was a bit of fun. A lot of people said that they didn't find it very like. But I mean, I just, you know, watching it was. I just thought it was just a bit of fun. Just a bit of fun. Yeah, that one, Theo. Theo, that's the. It's okay, chat. It's red, right? And so when you put it on, you can only put it on for like 10 minutes, and it's not pleasant at all. Anyway, I was doing this face mask. And Toasty started texting me, so I sent him a selfie, and I said that, and I saw a TikTok about it, so I thought I'd try it and see if Toasty would fall for it. And I sent Toasty a selfie, and I just wrote doing a face mask with my period blood, and I just waited to see what it was. And then unfortunately he believed me so much, but like he went really quiet for a few minutes. And it turns out he was Googling. He was Googling if it was a thing. And then came across vodka tampons. And then started asking me about that instead. I was just trying to wind him up, but I think he didn't want to come across that he didn't know about it. So oh Jesus. Yeah, oh. I haven't, Zero, not yet. I was actually really hoping it was going to be on the plane because they have like box sets on there. Not like box sets from like, you know, Friends and stuff, but they've got quite a few TV series, and I was really hoping to binge watch Gen Z or something, and they didn't have it, so I was a bit disappointed. Yeah, so that was one of the last few times I used that face mask. Yeah. Oh, they knew what they were doing. I didn't actually notice that. It's gross, but really, yeah. I mean, I mean, if it works in the same vein as like The Boys, right, then it would make a lot of sense. But I'm really excited. I do want to watch it, but you know what my schedule's like. Okay, and then this one is a wig, and I'm just gonna take it out. So we can all revel and marvel in it. So this is another, now hear me out, because I know I have a wig problem. So this is another Raven wig, and the reason why I was really hoping to get it replaced was because I used the Raven wig and I had to chomp it to do Purple Cortana, and so then I felt really sad because this is like such a perfect Raven wig, so I was very, 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 very honoured when you guys from my wish list replaced it, so thank you very much. So we have the Raven wig back again, which makes me really happy because now I can paint Raven again anytime I want to, because I saw an outfit and I was like, oh, I want to paint that, and then I remembered actually I destroyed the wig for somebody else. So thank you very much. Now I have a shorter version of this one, and this is a very, very nice wig as well. That's so Raven. Oh my gosh, that used to be my favourite show ever. That was my absolute favourite show. Oh. Okie dokie. Let's see what else we have. I have a PR box here from, I always pronounce this brand wrong, Ciate London. Is that bad? From this one. Let's see what's in here. We've handpicked a selection of our absolute must-haves and our newest addition to the Ciate London family. Our Vitamin Boost Plumping Primer. Vitamin Boost Plumping Primer. Everything your makeup bag needs to recreate the signature Ciate London glow. Infused with skin-loving ingredients and catering to all, this handful of cruelty-free heroes are designed with you in mind, with magic-packed, future-thinking formulations, makeup, skincare hybrids, and glow-getting results. The Ciate London Vitamin Boost Plumping Primer brings together a potent combination of skin-loving ingredients and actives that work harmoniously. Nice, find us online. Oh, can't wait to see a glow. Okay, cool. Let's see. So we have a Dewy Stick Bronzing Balm. Okay, so this is a bronze tint. A Dewy Gloss. This is a lip gloss. I'd like to see that. Because it was on the telly box. Yeah, I really liked That's a Raven. Oh, this is a nice colour. It's not too far off my own natural lip, so it'd be quite nice, actually. Lovely. And it's a gloss as well. Back on mobile, so no worries. Oh, we have a brow. Apply to bare brows using strips to mimic your natural hair. Ooh. I like products where I can draw in eyebrow hairs and they're very, very thin. Let's give it a go now. I thought you meant DC's Raven. Oh my god, Zero, I'm so sorry. I was talking about both pretty much almost at the same time. Ooh, look at the brush on that. Whoa. Let's give it an immediate test run. Ooh. It does make my eyebrows look a lot more full. All right, very nice. Very, very subtle. I like it. Oh my god, Hulk, I don't even know what that song is. I'm so sorry. What song is that? Okay, and then we have one more product. Oh yes, sorry, the Vitamin Boost Plumping Primer. Very lovely. I'd like to give this a Plumping Face Primer. I'd like to try. We'll see. Okay. It's a silly song. You know me, I don't know. I've never heard of it. Okay, and then there's only 3 more. Oh, that's awesome. They're so much bigger than I expected. Thank you so much. I got some stickers. And I really, really wanted some stickers because what you guys don't know is I actually have a personal... So I have a few scrapbooks. And one of... Okay. How do I explain this? So I have a few scrapbooks. And the reason why is because they all have different things. One of the scrapbooks I have is for my personal holidays. So when I print out pictures, sometimes I want to like write things along with them or like I want to also stick in like the boarding pass, or I want to stick in like a train ticket that's next to it. So I realized the best thing to do would be to actually put them into a scrapbook, but obviously it is a little bit more work. Another thing that really annoyed me, and I don't know if this is just a thing that I have an issue with, and it's not a problem if anybody else doesn't, I really hate loose photos. I hate finding and having loose photos around because I don't want to lose them and I have nowhere to put them. So I made the decision that I was going to make a bunch of scrapbooks, and they don't have to be in any particular order. If I go on holiday, I'd like to keep them all together, but it's not a problem. Whereas if I find a loose photo, I can put it in the scrapbook and I can write something along the side of it. So then so I don't have like loose items, especially photos, in drawers. So that was a really big thing because I kept finding like loose things everywhere. I also have this, I also personally feel like that around things that you guys gift to me with Twitch, and if I go to a com, it is so lovely and so nice when you guys want to gift something to me, or like you send me like, or you give me like extra stickers, or you want to give me like a little note or something. Some of you guys have just like written things like about how it's helped you get through a rough time, and I don't like having them loose because I'm so scared of losing it. But then I found like I couldn't really put everything in like an A4 folder because it didn't feel like right. So then what I started to do was make a scrapbook for that as well. So they're all contained, and then everything is in its own place, and then I can put those on a bookshelf. So I essentially collect everything, and then just put them all in scrapbook form. I'll just glue it in, or like, you know, like when you glue a tab in, so like you can take it out because there's something on the back. And I've just been attaching everything in it that way because it makes it a little bit easier for me. I don't like having bits of like paper that's very, very sentimental and meaningful, photos that are very sentimental and meaningful, loitering and just floating around. And so for me, I wanted to put them all in some kind of scrapbook. But I think that makes sense for me. If that doesn't work for you, no problem. If you think that is something that would work for you, feel free to steal my idea. Anyway, so thank you, because I wanted some stickers to put into the scrapbook, and so this is quite a lot of them, and I can't believe how many there are. I thought they were going to be a lot smaller, so this is really, really lovely. They're all like little cute stickers. Yeah, 0. That's another thing. So the achievement board number 2, I'm hoping to do that around moving time. The only reason why I don't have it at the moment is because I want to finish that one, and I may put that frame, the new one, behind a bunch of stuff that needs to be moved out, and it's hard to access. Anyway, that's a good idea. Yeah, so I'm hoping to do it around that time. You're going to hate the fact that I'm going to say this. I am a little bit nervous because I kind of feel like I'm probably not going to get as many. I feel like I'm not going to get a lot of sponsored jobs this year, especially because there's been so many layoffs in the industry, and that's obviously I think that's really, really important to talk about and just like recognize that it's going to be really rough, but there's clearly quite a lot of layoffs. Not like, oh my god, and now I won't get sponsored jobs, but obviously there is like a ripple effect. But I think while the gaming industry are coming out with some amazing games, it feels very sad that there's a lot of people who worked on these games and these launches, and they are losing their jobs left, right and centre. But because of that, I think I have probably lost a lot of people who I worked with as contacts. So I don't actually think I'm going to get as many this year. So maybe that means we can stream more though. Yeah, right, 0. It's like, especially, and so I wasn't really sure if I was just like, sorry, but yeah, I really hope that doesn't come across as like, anyway, everybody else is losing their jobs and so what about me? That's really not my intention at all. Obviously there is a ripple effect, but I think it's really, really frustrating and sad for people who keep losing their jobs. There's so many. There's so many people losing their jobs, especially within the gaming industry, and it feels really like, what the hell? It feels quite shocking to me in some regards, especially when it's people who I've known who've worked at these companies for years and years and years and years. Like, some of these people have worked there in like one company for like 10 years, and then they've just been like let go. Um, I this not in a sense of like you know, you should have thought about that. That's really not my intention. But I think it is also a harrowing reminder that some companies like will just let you go. Like, it's all well and good a company saying like we're family, but in the event of, you know, then they can quickly turn around and say it's business. And I think that's really important for us all to remember, because sometimes I think it can be very easy to fall into that, oh, you know, like I want to stay loyal to the company because then they'll be loyal to me. That isn't always the case. So I think as well it's an unfortunate and harrowing reminder of that, but it's also really sad because I know a lot of these people who I worked with before really loved their jobs. They loved everything that they did and they were amazing at it, and it's really hard and sad to see. I've just seen people like, oh, contracts won't be renewed. And I've seen so many, so I keep trying to retweet like when there's job openings and I see them, because I obviously don't see everything on social media, but I try to retweet those and like send them to people who I've seen have like lost their jobs and stuff, but it's really, really rough. The separation at our company is depressing. Oh, Hulk, that's really sad. It's just the fact that we have a separation database because we do layoffs so often. Really, a lot of companies refer to employees as human capital, which is also sad. Shows 100% every day, 100% V6. It just feels like another big company. Layoffs. So companies like to do the Dom line of you never turn your back on family, but also the Dom line of not talking about the fact that he had a brother and we didn't see him until Fast and Furious 9. That's such a good way to talk about it. Yeah. It's, yeah, Peter, in my opinion, it's like the biggest red flag ever. Like, if this company says that, run. I don't know anything about it, so whatever. I ain't got a clue. I don't even know who Robbie Williams is. If any company says to their family, no, they are not, a company will look its own interests first. Yeah, so, and this isn't, and this is absolutely not me saying like, so, you know, you should have seen it coming. You should have remembered that. That's really not at all what I'm saying, because I feel like I have to be especially clear, because there are a lot of people looking to take your opinion and butcher it and take it out of context on the internet. And so I just think like it's a horrible reminder of it. This is a really rough topic. So like, if this is too much, it involves death, then, you know, please mute for a while. There was at my old company, there was this guy, and he had been working there for over a year, and he was very open about what was going on in his life, and I really appreciated it, because it meant that, you know, we were all a bit more understanding and could if he was like, oh, you know, I'm really struggling today, it would make it a bit easier for us to be like, okay, let's so and so because this, and then we could, you know, he'd be quite open about a lot of things that were going on. But in the space of 6 months, so he had mentioned that he was having a lot of difficulties with his girlfriend, and then they broke up, and then they found out that she was pregnant, and then they decided to get back together, and then his father passed away, and that was really rough, and then his baby was born, and he was so happy, and everything was going really well, and he was at work one day, and he went away for a meeting, but everyone goes away for a meeting. And then for some reason, and I personally don't think this was right. And then his team lead brought every single person in the company into a room and said that I actually can't remember this guy's name. Let's call him Paul. And they just said like, Paul's baby has died from a cot death, and it was awful. And like, people were like obviously really upset for him, and they were crying. And it was really intense, and he didn't come back for like a month and a half, and it was horrible, and I felt so bad for him, like, and I didn't even know like that was a thing. I had to look it up. I know, yeah. And then they laid him off. After the whole, we're so here for you throughout everything. It's someone who's so open about everything that's going on in his life. And then they laid him off. So, yeah. So, like, to me, that was, yeah, right, exactly. So to me, that was the whole, that was like the biggest, like, alarm bells. Never, just never, like, never at all think they are 100% always going to be there for you. Like, always, you know, make sure that you understand that your life is not the company. You just work at a place from 9 till 5 to get some money. And maybe you like it, and that's great. Maybe you like that job. That's awesome. Maybe you like projects. But it's not your life. And while they might, you know, it was a harrowing... Yeah, I felt... I just... What do you do? What do you say? What do you say? Exactly, Zeri, exactly. You have the money people that don't care and will do so much. And I personally have noticed that happens especially a lot when a big company buys another company. And then, like, you can see there's a big shift in a lot of things. It's happened a lot before with companies that I was affiliated with. And it was so sad to watch the decline, especially because in some companies as well, I would see that there was like layoffs happening because I would have my point of contact consistently changed, and it got to the point, and I was looking at it, and I'm very I don't think you need to have studied business at all to spot the patterns. I'm not saying like anyway because I'm so smart, and I was like looking at what was happening, and I'm fortunate that I did study business for a while, and I was looking at it and I was like, there's no way they're going to keep me on. There's no way. I was like, there's bad news coming, but there was constantly like, but don't worry, like, you're fine, we still love you, you're not going anywhere, like, you're still going to be part of this. And I was like, absolutely not. Like, I can see, I know enough. And then about 3 weeks later, my contract was terminated. I was like, okay. Right, AC, yeah, exactly. Just when you don't need another layer, just when you've got everything, you know, thrown at you, that hell could throw at you. Yeah, mergers of, yeah, right, V6. There are thousands that my company keeps getting bought, and there are thousands. It's so frustrating. Where my point of contact's changed 4 times in 3 months. Yeah, so it's really upsetting to see so many people lose their jobs, especially in the gaming industry as well. And the reason why I feel like, especially in the gaming industry, is like I genuinely, wholeheartedly feel like 99% of people who work in the gaming industry are so passionate about what they do with video games, and to work in the video game industry is like what feels like every child gamer's dream, right? Now you get to create the fun games that you enjoyed as a kid, and you get to, you know, shape the next generation of video games. So I genuinely do feel like, even if you maybe didn't really like agree with a lot of the things that your company did, I genuinely feel like a lot of people are really grateful that they get to work in the gaming industry, and to see so many people like just lose it and just have it taken away from them, I really do pity it. It's really frustrating and really sad. I've been through about 3 mergers. I basically I joined a company as they were doing a merger, and noticed so many silly things, but I was very grateful that I had a lot of opportunities to dip at the right moment. Like another opportunity would come up, and then I'd be like, I'm gonna go do that. And then if I had stayed at that company, I would have been made redundant. And so it was just like, oh my gosh. But yeah. Whoa, Hulk. Yeah, my dad got laid off last year, which was, I know I've kind of been quite open about it, but then I said, like, at one point last year it was only me that was the sole income, and that was really hard. So I really appreciate everything that you guys do for me, but yeah, it's tough. Like, it's really tough. They make me really hard because they often uproot their lives to move to an area and then have to do it all again. Yes, exactly, V6. I will say though, that is another thing. that is another thing which I find really, really frustrating and really difficult to accept. And I find it really heartbreaking that people will uproot their entire life, pay off any excess rent because of the contracts that they have, move to a new area, move for a job because they're so excited and so passionate about it. Especially if the job that they're really passionate about refuses to do working from home. And when you could, and then they get laid off. And now people are in a situation where they don't have the money to go somewhere else, to leave, to go back to where they were. They've now got a contract for a house, for rent, and there's no job there. So, you know, a lot of people get really stuck. Welcome, bacon. Well, anything that you can do is rationalise in the position that it's not needed, not you as a person. Though do you know what? I really agree with you though, AC. It feels personal, doesn't it? It really feels personal. When I was younger, I really wanted to be a game developer, and I was told about becoming a tester person and getting that, but then I learned about the game testers to go through it. Oh my god, Zara, everybody says that about me. They say that I should be a video game tester. I would absolutely go completely clinically insane. I do not think that video game testers are appreciated enough for what they get put through. I had a friend who, just as an example, I had a friend who did video game testing, and what they made him do was for hours run into walls to see if he could break through them. So he was just running at like walls within the game, that's in the maps, to see if he could walk through them all. And he just had hours where all he had to do was just keep trying to walk, and then make a point about where he could break the map so they could go fix it. It's not like you know you get to enjoy it and give your feedback on how great the game was. It's stuff like that. We didn't do it with my mate last year, the way before he suffered a family loss and wasn't even 24 hours into his week and they forced him to come into work. Oh my god, Peter, I had that, something like that. And it wasn't to me, at one of my last places, but the lady had a miscarriage. Darkside, thank you so much for 17 months. Hi, bye. How are you? And I can't believe it. Like, I can't believe how like heartless so many people can be. Another huge issue in the gaming industry is that you can go to a place, work there for years, lose your job with the project that you worked on never saw the light of day, and you can't even list it on your resume 5 to 6 years down the drain. Yeah, especially if there's NDAs as well, because I mean, a lot of the stuff that happens in the gaming industry do have NDAs, and that's it. Can't talk about it. It's done. Got cancelled. You got made redundant. Just gotta figure something else out. But then the thing that really upsets me about that is like somebody can throw their whole passion into a game that they're making for a company, and then like we'll have this conversation, and I think, you know, the best part of us all would agree like, oh, it's really rubbish. But then there's people out there who are like, that's why you should have been working on your own projects. Why weren't you doing that? And it's like, well, you don't. Like, people aren't machines, okay? Like, let's be nice. Yeah, so it's been tough. It's been tough out there. So it's been rough for a lot of people in the video game industry. Yes, last year was an amazing game. Well, it was an amazing year for game releases, but it was also really terrible for everybody who worked in the gaming industry, even if they didn't get laid off, because the fear, I think, of budget cuts and the anxiety around, is it me next, is a lot, isn't it? This one is like, I'm so excited, Kings. I'm so excited. Do you know how excited I am? I got my jacket. I'll show you it in just a second. Let me just catch up with the chat. I don't know what I'd do if I got laid off. I have such a niche job and I've been there for 20 years. Oh my god, hold on. Oh my god, chat. I was talking to the guy who sold me a kitchen, right? And he was telling me about this is insane in my opinion. Maybe it's not insane, but speaking of niche jobs, and he was telling me about this customer who came in and spent £40,000 on a new kitchen. And he said, he was like, I was so surprised and I was really confused because he just took out his debit card and paid for it as if it was like a contactless pay. It wasn't contact, but he just paid for it as if it was nothing. And his bank didn't reject it. He didn't have to wait for a call. So then he was like, so he must do these transactions a lot. And then the kitchen guy was like, so I felt like I had to ask, what does he do for a living? And then apparently this guy has like 12 children. Anyway, which is why he needed the biggest kitchen ever. Anyway, and then he was saying like, oh, niche job. In the Northern Hemisphere, there's only 2 people who can approve, apparently, the import of endangered or exotic animals that get transferred between zoos. So there's 2 in the North Pole, in the Northern Hemisphere, and apparently there's 2 in the Southern Hemisphere. So in total, across the world, there's 4, and it's a very well-paid job, right? Very instant because there's only 4 people, right? And then he was like, "Oh wow, that's amazing." And then he said, "What does your wife do?" And the guy said, "She's the other one in the Northern Hemisphere." Nice gig of you. They cornered the market. Oh my god. What a niche job. Like, I didn't even know that was a thing. Only maybe. Don't know. Just, I wonder if that's how they met, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. And then he was telling me, he was just like, I can't believe that job even exists. And then we were all agreed that we were all definitely 100% in the wrong industries. Sorry, let me catch up. Yeah, they basically run the Northern Hemisphere of endangered exotic animal trade. A friend of mine was a playtester and accidentally broke her NDA. It was on her private Facebook too. Oh, damn. What happened? And there's between 80-hour work and living, fit in a project. Exactly, V6. It's so silly. It's like things people expect me to do as well, and I'm like, okay. When I lost one of my first jobs because I was a manager, I was told my position was required anymore, and then they asked me what my training my person needed for, which I said I'm not doing that. My boss said why, and I said because my position required me, so I didn't have to teach. I was so angry with them. I mean, you make a really good point though. Like, why should you have to teach somebody if apparently the reason why you don't have that job is because they want to give, it to somebody else so they can do 3 jobs in one, and then they can go completely insane and cry about it, and then they'll be like, why did that person leave? I had to laugh in a kind of ironic way. We had to the cosmic breakdown into just one of them for no reason. That us, they were awful people, but has been named our mental health champion. So many problems you speak to. What? Oh no, Peter. It feels like they need to hire somebody who doesn't cause people to have a mental breakdown. I feel like they need. There's a lot of things there. There's a lot of things there to consider. Oh my god, I know what this is. Feed all the competition. Yeah, they do. I know what this is. Oh my god, this is from my wish list. Sorry, I completely paused, but I do think it's really important to talk about how the gaming industry has been very rough. So a pig. This was on my wish list, and I thought it was so cute. Our place is a parody of a supermarket. For real though, when you've worked somewhere and you find everything out, it's like mind-blowing how anything... I don't understand how these... I know a lot of people who work in newspapers. I don't know how they get a newspaper out every day. I don't know how they do it. Oh my god, chat, it's so soft. Meijin, thank you so much. I'm so glad to be back too. It's so soft. Oh my god, I love it when plushies are so soft to touch. I've kind of gone on a bit of a plushie bender, I think, over the past year, chat, and it's because I stopped having plushies for a long time because I was like, I don't need plushies, I don't need toys, but now, like, they're just so nice to just sit and hold. I take it back. I need plushies. Oh my god, the mental health thing as well. When I was in the office, they brought in somebody. Sorry, this is just it's not funny. It's not okay. I think this is definitely it's not funny, but it's laughable. Okay, they brought in somebody to talk about mental health and well-being at work, and then we had like a whole work class on it. We could ask questions about like stress and like what we struggled with. And this person was third party. They didn't work for the company. But they were it was the girlfriend of one of the people who works there, which is how they managed to be like, oh, we could do this, and it was a really cool idea. And then unfortunately, and then they put like posters in the like communal area of like, you know, who like resources if you're struggling with your mental health. And then HR took it as a personal attack and banned this girl from entering the office and took all the posters down. Are you joking me? Like, it's just okay. Is that Mr. Piggy? It looks like a Mr. Piggy, isn't it? It actually looks like the pig that Mr. Piggy has been playing around with the little AI thing. He's been playing around with just posting cute pictures in Discord. Wow, yeah, I know. Do you know what, chat? I didn't really work in the office for that long. I only did like office work for like 4 or 5 years, but I felt like I really went through it. It was enough. It was enough. We had our manager who refused to give time to somebody who literally had a nervous breakdown, but then she had 2 weeks off for stress as her cat passed a Twister story. She wouldn't own a cat. No. The people team. I've never heard of that before. Yes. Yes, Zero. It says Ghost actually translated it for me before I put it on my wish list, and it says something along the lines of like may you have everything you wish for, apparently. That's what Ghost translated it to. And I thought it was really cute, and I thought that was just so sweet. So it's like it's holding like a peach. Or a faint tomato. Yeah, and I thought it was really cute. It's a nice pig. Oh, this is nice. Oh. I think it's I think as well, like one of the reasons why I like to talk about some of the work stuff is because I was so convinced before that all of these problems were just a graphic design industry issue, and then so I kind of just like kept everything to myself, all my graphic design friends, and then as soon as I started talking about it a lot more, like so many of you guys would be like, that happens to me. And it's not right, but I think it's good to be able to like talk about like that, you know, you as an employee, somebody who works for a company, like you do deserve better. Like that's not that's not normal, and and we would agree that you shouldn't be treated like that too. This is so nice. Oh, look at it! It's massive. Thank you. Ghost, squeeze the piggy. It's really soft. Isn't it so soft? It's quite a hefty pig. Isn't it nice?
Softer than peanut.
Please, it is softer than peanut. Please, for the chat, please could you translate this fully? I think it said something from what you translated before as like, may you have everything you wish for, but is that correct? Pretty much, yeah. Okay.
Everything is.
Everything as you wish. They did that at work. They tried to make out that they cared and put up loads of posters about mental health, and then when people voiced that the management were taking the piss, they ripped them down and blamed the staff. Right, Peter? It's crazy. Like it. Don't even like in most cases I don't even know what to say, because you're just like, oh, okay. I'm gonna try and put it here. I had the people team. The people team. At my work. Since then, I've only seen it in passing when I was browsing LinkedIn, but it's apparently a whole thing of renaming certain teams to make them appear less threatening. The company I hated the most, HR was the boss's wife, and I don't think that should be allowed. That's not okay. That's not alright. Don't, yep. Hello, Haunter, how are you? It's a therapy pig. It's a therapig. I might have to do a smaller look than painting my arm. I'm still so jet lagged, chat. Oh, this is cute. Dinner. Oh, I've got one more I've got one more thing to show you. But I thought I had ordered something, so I actually took it out of the box. But it's really cool. V6, that's so well said. Oh, hang on. We've got to check to see if we want to get this mirror from the bathroom shop so we can get a free delivery. Oh, it's a nice mirror. I'll show you it. That's a nice mirror, isn't it? Oh my god, my work conditions as well. I had been sat on this chair that had a hole in the bottom. Sorry, Gunning. I agree. Yeah, awful. But you reminded me of something, so it sounds like I've ignored everything you said, but I mentally clocked it. I sat on this chair and it had a hole in it, and it was awful. And they were saying that they were replacing chairs. They were getting rid of some, and I asked them to get rid of mine. They said no, you should just sit on it. And I pointed out that by law, they have to provide employees with a comfortable chair to sit on, or a suitable chair. And they told me that that was just a guideline. It was just a suggestion. Yeah, Zero, it's tough, isn't it? They don't like that. Have you guys heard of the website, Glassdoor? Have you guys heard of that one? No, you stand. Oh my god, one of my favorite. I think it's a Twitter account to look at is is I can't remember the name of it, but it's people selling mirrors, and it'll be like their arm just in. how they've chosen to take it obviously reflects on them, and it's funny photos of how people have tried to take a picture of a mirror. Silly. You're real familiar with Glassdoor. I didn't know that Glassdoor existed until I worked at this place, and I've often thought about writing a really harrowing review. HR wrote a bunch of fake reviews on Glassdoor about our company, because for some reason we had like 9 reviews come in one morning about how great the company was, and we were like, huh? So Glassdoor is a website where you can review a company that you've worked at and how they will have treated you. And some of it is brutal. I didn't know about it, and then I started searching about the companies I had worked at, and they were listed. So yeah, if you want to go to Glassdoor, it's a website. I don't know if it's .com or .co.uk, and see if you can find your company, because people do write reviews. You can write anonymous reviews about how what the company's like to work for, and I would recommend using that. Well, people don't really write a review unless they've got something really to complain about most of the time, but just take it into consideration. Oh no, all 0. Oh my god, AC, it'd be so haunting. God, I can't believe how much jet lag I have. V6, I feel like you have so many hidden Glassdoor stories. This is actually one of my favourite dishes, AC. It's minced pork with aubergine. And it's minced pork with aubergine. I've got celery, onions, and rice. It's one of my favourite meals because I really like aubergine. He's probably already completed it, 0. V6. Yeah, some Glassdoor reviews. I love how, you know how like on Amazon some people don't hold back and they get really creative. That's like Glassdoor, but for the companies you've worked at. One of the reviews I remember from one of the companies I worked at was titled like "How to Fail: A Memoir." Ever been on Not Always Right website? These stories about No, I didn't know about that one. Is that eggplant in American? Yeah, for Americans it would be eggplant. Whoa. Damn V6. Not always right. Not always right, hashtag unfiltered. It's come up as a suggestion. It's not always right on like Reddit. Because it looks like it's a bit more Reddit-like. Oh, some stuff. The website reminds me of like a modern version of Reddit. Yeah, but yes, I mean, working can be really, really tough. I think it's really hard to find a company that feels like they're good and they're solid, you know. We all need to go work at Mr. Piggy's, Mr. Piggy's office. The bowl is huge. It's like this big in size of it, like compared to my head. This is like my normal size. Zero, that would be you doing what you currently do, but being paid to do it. That reminds me, Zero. I saw that you've made another video, thank you, compiling and putting some of the videos together for my holiday. I was thinking it might be better if I made a channel in Discord called like Mcraft Edits or something, where you guys can post like the GIFs and stuff that you make, so then it doesn't get lost in Discord, because that was my fear of it. I was like, oh, like things get lost. So I wondered if we were to put it there, and maybe it sits like near the clips, so you guys can like, you know, make, sometimes you guys do make fun clips and stuff, and like you edit stuff to be a bit silly, because then things wouldn't get lost as much. Do you know what I mean? Essentially, like, you know, if you guys did like I hate the word, but like fan stuff, yeah, then maybe that would be better. Because I saw I didn't watch the video, but I saw it today when I was scrolling, and I was like, oh, maybe I should make a place for that, because there's obviously like things pop up here and there. Yeah, I'll do it now, Zero. I thought about it earlier. Mcroft edits. Please use this channel to pop in your silly, fun screenshots, your GIFs, your memes of Mal, so we don't lose them in the flood of general chat. There we go. There we go. I added it. It's in the Croft Manor section. So the last one. Look. Look how cute. They sent me another bag. I got another bag from Payday. Play on, what the heck? Thank you so much, Zero. I hope that makes things a little bit easier. Going forwards for you all. So, this was really nice, by the way, to come home to some gifts. So thank you. I felt really special. Look at the lining. I think the lining's really funny. Very apt. One of my personal favourite things that I saw when I did open it was they gave the access card. And I thought that was, and it's on one of these things, and I thought that was so funny because there was so many times when I had to try and like pickpocket the access card from some. Payday is difficult, and I don't know how people do it. So I thought it was cute that they actually provided you with the access card for the game. So I thought that was really cool. It was pretty cool, isn't it? Then, let's see, because I only partially opened this because I wanted to open it with you guys. But I was also using it as a distraction to not unpack. Because unpacking is boring. There we go. Oh, I actually didn't open this the whole way though. We have a Dallas statue. Oh, it's really heavy. Mwah. Beep 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 beep. That's really cool. That's really cool, isn't it? Whole Dallas statue. Beep 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 beep. This is what they look like when they walk into the bank, but this is what the game would look like if it was in third person. What do you think, chat? Should we keep it first person, or we carry on with third? This is third person view. Payday 3. So we got a little Dallas. I'll put that back in the box so I don't accidentally knock his face off. Just something I would do. I actually didn't open this one. This is an art card. Ooh. Payday 3D. I assume that was actual dialogue from the game. It is, Biscuit. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. I really like Payday. It stresses me out like hell, but I really enjoy it. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah, so I came home and there was all these wonderful gifts and like little boxes of things, so I felt really special. I don't know what this is. Does anybody know? What does this mean? It's like a really heavy poker chip. But it also looks like something Rocket from Guardians of the Galaxy would want me to give him. Credit chip. Like Bitcoin. Does Bitcoin look like something? I thought it was like a concept. Hi, Absolute, how are you? No. Zero, it's so hard. I don't know how people do the stealth runs in Payday. It's so difficult. Oh, maybe it's a C-stack. Oh. No, I forgot about those. Thank you for investigating. Look at these badges. Aren't they so cute? Look at the little display box it comes in. Those are really cool, yeah. So another thing. Okay, so there's actually a thing that I really want to do when I move out. And I want to make a... You know how like I have the achievement board? I want to make another one. I'd like a little kind of like frame that's quite a lot smaller, but has the like pin. That's everything, by the way. That's all the unboxings. But has the like pin pushy thing that you could put in. So then I could, because I sometimes get gifted some of these like pin badges, and I'd like to have one so I could just push them all in when I get one, and just like have somewhere to stick them all in. When I move out, yeah, it's gonna be a good thing. I'm gonna be able to have my own place. As a gold coin with the Bitcoin logo in the middle. Oh, right, got it, okay. That's what I was going to say, because it's not a physical item, is it? Like, you can't pick up a Bitcoin. So, that's why I was like, They were giving away for their Christmas promo. Did I secretly win? One every day. That's very kind. I love Play-On. I did get the suitcase. That was when I was in the superior pod. That one was a good pod. Yeah, the superior, that was good. I was whispering because you had to be really quiet, but yes, I did get my suitcase back, thank you. And luckily now, I have now finished all of my ties, all of my loose ends with Japan. So if I go back, it would just be like a holiday of choice. Alicia? Tooth is still there. Was it an emotional reunion? Moose. Do you know why it felt really emotional? It's because I couldn't believe what a clown I was. What an absolute cabbage I had been in 2020. Do you know what was in that suitcase? Half a bag of rice. Not even half a bag of rice. Like a quarter of a bag of rice that I had managed to save. Because obviously in my head, I was like, oh, I'm going to come back to Japan and then at least I won't have to buy rice. But no, there was like a quarter of a bag of rice in there. And there was like kitchen sponges. I don't know why I had saved all these kitchen sponges. There's kitchen sponges all over the place. There was like used latex sponges. The latex that I use for like when I do my makeup. What? Some of them was like not even possible to be used anymore. Oh yeah, Ken, I see what you mean, yeah. I do remember seeing that. I actually think I've seen more of an icon of it. But it's the same kind of thing, right? Cake Lady sandwich fit in the suitcase. I probably would. Actually, no, it was packed really densely. Rolf, thank you so much for 20 months. Thank you. Did you think Japan would run out of rice? No, definitely. I just must have thought I'd save some money. But like, equally, I suppose at that point I was working very minimum, like less than minimum wage. So, were there snowboards somewhere to bring back? AC, I'm so sorry to have to ask you to repeat yourself. But I'm not sure what you mean there. Please, may you rephrase that one? Yeah, I mean, it's like, sometimes I feel like it's difficult to describe because, especially with the way that the internet is nowadays, it feels like everybody has a negative opinion about everything that you say, or they want to misconstrue what you're saying so they can have a problem with you. Yes, to a practical side, I hate waste. Like, I really hate wasting money. And I feel very sad when I can't finish something because I don't like to buy more than I need. And because I used to before and it was just too much and I've learned my lesson from it. And so I'm very much more like, I try to be very conservative. I try to be really frugal with my money. I'm quite stingy with a lot of stuff, so yes. But money is not easy to come by, equally. So I think I must have done it to be like, when I come back to Japan, at least I'd have some rice ready. The rice was acting as a silica gel. Do you know what? Maybe it was. Yeah, and I find sometimes, like, and I know it's not necessarily like, oh, like, that's not the silly thing to worry about, but like, truly, I think there's a lot of people who want to try and find something ill with what you say, but yeah. I thought that you worked at a skiing resort. I may have left snowboards. Ah, right, AC, we sold them. There were some extra snowboards, so Ghost did some quick thinking, risked our lives on Facebook Marketplace and sold a bunch of snowboards. We sold quite a lot of stuff, actually. Sold my old ski jacket because I didn't really want it anymore, because I've got the one that you guys bought for me from Dono Goal a few years ago. Sold my old ski jacket, sold the bindings that I had because they were a bit crap. They're heavy as well. Sold Ghost sold to his salopettes. Sold some snowboards, gloves. It was just bunch of stuff, really, just to try and like lighten the load and make some room. Godzilla doesn't like uncooked rice, fact. Hey Yanks, how are you doing? But yes, I did work at a skiing resort before. I did a ski season and it was really fun, but I don't know if I would do it again. If you didn't arm me with that. It's more so like, it's so expensive. Like, it's so expensive. Like, food is so expensive. So yeah, I really hate wasting food. Like, if I leave food, if I throw it away, it's more so like it's I've it's a very hard decision for me to make. Pretty good. I'm glad to hear that, Yanks. I think I'm nearly over my jet lag, but as you can see from probably my face, not quite. I went online today because I really wanted to paint the hand from Talk to Me, and I mentioned it yesterday. And I've come online and I've done these unboxings of a bunch of stuff that you guys gifted for me while I was on holiday, and I was really grateful for it, and I went to unbox them all. And I've eaten dinner, and do you know what? The first part, I just struggled to open an orange. And I struggled to eat it as well. I just found this orange difficult. And I think that's a good sign of showing that I am not really with it. I'm still not quite there. just couldn't do it. Just couldn't do it. Like, somebody... I showed the orange that I had tried to peel. And you know, like, you peel an orange, then you can, like, open it in half because it, like, just the, like, thing. And somebody said it looked like pumpkin guts. Was how terribly I'd opened this orange. I really tried. I don't know. I was trying to get in. I was just trying to get in there for like 15, 20 minutes. And then I was trying to eat it. And then I just struggled with that too. Orange just defeated by jet lag. Yeah. Like honestly, I do get jet lag pretty usually as well. My jet lag lasts 2 weeks. The Eye of Sauron, he goes. Orange wins, flawless victory. So I wanted to do a makeup look today because I really wanted to do it, but now I feel really sad because I'm still struggling. Is there something I can draw on my face with an eyeliner so I can get a little bit of a... Isn't it cute, Yanks? It's from my wish list. It's so cute. It's so soft. I decided that I needed to just stop being silly. The 9 hours, Moose. I decided I needed to stop being silly. And I used to be like, I don't need plushies. They're so useless. And now I'm like, pig and peanut. How many hours the flight was in today's? Okay, I had a 14-hour flight from Tokyo to London, and then I also had, I think, a 1 to 2 hour, I can't remember, 1 to 2 hour flight from Sapporo to Tokyo. I work with a dude in Japan and my afternoon is his early morning. Oh yeah, that's brutal. Pua! Oh my god, yes, from Moana. Moana's so good. I love it. It's so fun. V6. Oh, chat. I showed I was really excited because I don't think Ghost's mum understands how genuinely deranged I am. But I think she's had hints. What's that tweet formula where it's like, if I went fully deranged, I wouldn't say anything, but there would be hints. And then it's like... Anyway, she doesn't seem to know. And sometimes I spring things on her. Yeah, I gave her hints. And the other day, I walked and I was like, Auntie, do you like my new toy? And I showed her the peanut, and she was in the middle of talking to Ghost. And she turned around and went, "Oh, that's nice." Like that. and then she stared at this peanut and was like, what is that? Do you like it? No, it's my emotional support plushie. Well, oh my god, Theo, that's so cute. That's so cute. Do you know what we could do? There's a look I've been wanting to do. However, I do need to practice something about it. And I'm not 100% sure yet on how I'm going to manage it. So what we could do is have a quick look at that. Hang on. I would like to try and do a low poly makeup look. But that's quite tricky. Yeah, I've been wanting to do it for a while, so... And I've never attempted it. Thanks, Caspian! It looks really fast. Look at its legs. That's where I want to get to, Caspian. But I need to figure out how to do a low poly look first. So, maybe what we can do is just have a practice. Because I'm a bit frustrated that I have still not yet done a makeup look. So maybe what we do is just have a bit of a test run. That would be nice, in my opinion anyway. To divide the face, yes, but it's not necessarily just squares. So I think it would be more like trying to understand how I would reshape my face. The welcome, it does, Danny, because I was so lazy and I could not be bothered to change my stream title. So if I have a picture of low poly and we try and copy. Anyway, the welcome back party does continue, yes. But then I think we have to be quite careful with the lines. Just one giant pixel. So I wonder if I was to start shading like this. But like, this is the thing. I genuinely am not 100% sure how to do it, right? So I was thinking I should just try and practice something first. Mr. Piggy, what are you doing? Huh? Mr. Piggy, oh my god. Thank you so much. That's the Aerith wig for Final Fantasy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. What the heck? Thank you so much. Caspian. Thank you. That is so kind. Mr. Piggy, look, this one arrived. It's so cute, isn't it? Thank you so much. Chat, I really don't know what I've done to deserve a community like you lot. Thank you so much. Thank you. We can do some Final Fantasy characters. There's a Tifa wig on the way, which I'm really excited about. See, I think here that I can't be really... Like, I think what I'm worried about, and I will struggle with, because I'm already struggling with it now, is the way that I shade, it's not low poly. So I think I'm going to have to be really careful with what low poly actually means. Oh, Caspian, stop it, you. Plushy pig, isn't it so cute? It's so soft. I love it so much. Thank you. See, I think that these two dots here throw it off a little bit. But what's quite tricky is getting all of the shapes right. So then I could connect that to the mouth there. Because I just wanted to do a bit of a test. And so what I'm thinking is, actually maybe eyeshadow wouldn't even be the best one. Maybe it would have to be painted in blocks. So maybe what we do is we use, well, if we use the eyeshadow to like map it out, then I might as well do that with the paint. I say this as I'm still continuing to try and do. Right, let's have a look. I dropped it. Oh, I'm so excited about this Aerith wig. Thank you so much. It's gonna be so cute. I don't know what money for nothing is. I'm so sorry. What's new? So it shows the lines. It's more the shading that I'm struggling with. 1 second. I think this would be better. Right, let's try and practice with these. Oh, that's way too dark. Okay. There's a Moana 2? Huh? What do you mean? There'll be a live action. Oh, I wonder who's going to play her. That will be cute. Oh, no worries, Danny. 1 second. Low poly is like this. But I've always thought like it would be so confusing to do. A Minecraft version? No, because it's so brickworked. Unfortunately. In the olden days. When I was a lad, in the good old days. Right, so I genuinely don't know how it's gonna, how I would make it all come together. So I'm sure you can see why I was finding it quite confusing. Right, so let's have a look around the eye. Because like even the eye itself would be quite tough. So I just wanted to like map out what I could do or what not to do. Oh my god, with the low poly sunglasses would be so cute. See, I think I've gone a little bit too dark with that one. But one of the things that, like, realistically, I really struggle with is because... Skull Queen, thank you so much. Thank you. That I definitely struggle with is I have my own way of, like, shading stuff. So essentially when I'm faced with an issue where I'm not allowed to do any shading, I'm like... What? I'm good, thank you, Skull Queen. How are you? Happy subby anniversary for 20 months is unbelievable. Thank you. Thanks so much, Sid. I'm excited to get back into it. I'm still really jet lagged though, so I'm just having a quick practice at something. I'm just kind of like figuring something out. See, I think all of the colours are going to have to be really, really similar. So I actually think this would have to be done with foundation and contour. Because at the moment it would look like patchwork. So I think it would have to be a foundation and contour kind of job. So I wonder, and I actually don't know if I've got one to hand, so then I wonder if it would have to be a contour palette. It's quite an interesting one. So I think because of the shades, they'd all have to be something that's quite similar to themselves, to each other, and to skin. Oh, but a real life version. Yeah. Let me see. This time it's on some Squidward. Is it one that you didn't know that I've done before? Or is it like one that you're like, I can't believe you've done that? Like what kind of WTF is the WTF? Right, so if I'm going to do something low poly, I need to actually try it with a contour palette. I don't think I have one to hand, so that's good to know. Right, okay. Damn! I don't know if I donated all of my spare contour palettes. I'm so excited about this wig. Oh my god. We're going to get to do Aerith and she has a cute outfit. One that I didn't know you did before. No worries, Peppermint, at all. Oh, do you know what, as well? Like, the ones down there, they're not even... I think they're not even half of the paints that I've done. I wonder... Have all the NDAs you've done in 2023 been released? Yes. I have nothing in planned at the moment either. I've got nothing in the works. My career is over. Okay, so another thing that I'm now wondering is if we did some kind of like crazy clown look. Right, and then maybe what if this crazy clown was to go like this and then here and then here, but then this one goes all the way down, almost like a Harley Quinn, but not Harley Quinn, right? Then this part could be like a skull. So this one, then we could recess this into here. Stop that. No, you can't make me. Because then I think ultimately we could essentially probably drop the skull backwards. Oh my god, Danny, I've changed my mind. I'm not even doing low poly at the moment. I'm so sorry. I've moved on. So funny. But no, I don't have anything in the works at the moment. Oh, I'm so sorry, Danny. I thought you were asking if I was doing a low poly skull, and I was like, no, that's not what I'm. Sorry, no, I misunderstood. Sorry, I thought you meant that you were confused because you were so low poly, and then you saw me anyway. Yeah, but anyway. At the moment is right. I really hope so. But then again, like, the gaming industry is not in the best shape, right? So I don't know. I imagine there's budget cuts everywhere. I can't imagine, honestly, that they'd hire. They'd take a chance on me. We're just two confused ladies confusing each other. That's exactly what's going on. Really, Zero? I think I could do it. I just need to figure it out. But it's complicated. I think I could figure it out. That's true, Yanks. Yeah, advertising is needed. Fingers crossed then, yeah? I don't know if I'd be the first. I think I could figure it out. I think I could. GR eggs. Get out of here, Danny. Get out of here with your GR eggs. Stop that. Just immediately stop that. I will never pass up the chance to make that joke. Mel will find a way, praise be. That's the thing, I just need to figure it out. It might take me a couple of practices. But I think I do just need to figure out how to do the low poly. I mean, I don't think, like, even this looks that bad, really. Gosh, chat, I've been really naughty. I have not washed my brushes since before I went away. So, or I'm, like, scavenging my brushes. Oh, no, do you know what, chat? Honestly, it's so much worse than that. I don't know why I'm not being completely honest. I'm scavenging these brushes. And before I went away that time, from when I went away in... Well, there's no grey in this one. before I went away in November. I didn't fully wash all of them, but I washed some. I washed like what I felt like I could manage. So I don't think some of these brushes have now been washed for months because I was so busy. Okay, I can't find a grey eyeshadow, so we're going to have to... We're going to have to hope for the best, chat. What am I going to do? Right? It felt like... I know, Yanks. It feels like I like haven't streamed in forever because I went away like twice in quite close proximity. But I definitely also think like I needed a break from everything. As much as I could get, at least. Oh, that would be so cute, Zero. like a little side bag. Yeah, you definitely never take actual breaks. That's the thing. Like, I don't actually stop. And I think, obviously, like when I was a bit more, bit more honest towards the end of last year, it was probably a little bit more shocking at like how much I hadn't been taking a break. When I mentioned like, you know, I had like a bit of surgery and I was still streaming, and I've been, you know, trying to work on this house myself over the past year, and I've still been streaming and I've been doing all of this. I do think though, if I was to get another, you know how September was really really busy last year, and I had like a week where everything seemingly happened in this 1 week period. I have no idea how you honestly, yeah, sometimes me neither. I think if I get something like that again, 100%, I'm just gonna take like a week off afterwards. Do I have a black paint to hand? Is that black? Yes. Needs to come through with another series of NDA work. That would be amazing if they do. I really hope. Do you know what? I really hope that I'd get an opportunity to work on the Wonder Woman game. That would be like, what a dream. Right? It would be so perfect. Oh my god, Doc Upside Down, thank you so much for 27 months. Thank you. And then I wouldn't have to try and like make up this like ridiculous excuse about why I'm painting Wonder Woman for the 37th time. Because I feel like every time I go live, I'm like, oh, I'm painting Wonder Woman again, by the way. Where did I put my... Oh, it's here. And take you. Maybe I should. What am I painting? Do you know what? I wasn't going to... I've kind of gone on a little bit of an emotional roller coaster with whatever I'm painting today. I don't know is my honest answer. I wanted to just play around with a shape. Well, no. I wanted to paint the hand from Talk to Me. And then I was doing an unboxing. And then I got tired because I'm jet lagged. And then I wanted to figure out how to try and do low poly. And then I came to the conclusion that to do low poly, I needed to get a contour kit. And then I wiped that off. But then I was glad that I had tried it. And then I started wanting to play with shapes. So then I was playing with shapes. And then I was like, what if I do like some kind of like clown diamond on my face? But then we can like invert it. And then inside that we could put in a skull. And that's where I'm at now. And I have genuinely no idea what I'm doing. I'm just playing. So, quite honestly, I don't know. Hi, Shadow, how are you? I'm good, thank you. I'm just really still quite jet lagged. So I'm just trying to take it a little bit easier. I did an unboxing today, so I'm really excited and I'm really happy with this plushie that's next to me, especially because I think it's really cute. Oh my god, it fell off. It was behind me, and then it clattered. I think it was towards the end of the stream yesterday. I like heard this like major clatter, and then it was the little trouble panic button had fallen off the wall, so it's on the floor somewhere. And before the stream today, I was desperately trying to tidy up because this room was an absolute pigsty. And I was like, oh no, this is like so annoying, like I need to try and clear the space up, but I couldn't even find it. So I think it's fallen into its own doom corner down there, but I'll collect it soon. Like when I mean soon, I mean like in the next few days. Hi, Saz. How are you? Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be back. I obviously very much liked being on holiday. However, I think I might have gone insane if I was there any longer because I wasn't being able to like do my makeup, like crazy makeup looks or anything. And then I just felt like I was limited and I got stressed out. You've been following all my adventures. Thank you so much. I was really nervous about posting too much because I'm always worried of it being like a bit showy offy. Oh, Saz, that's really cute. Thank you. Yeah, I was very, very fortunate with a lot of the stuff that I got to see and do. I was very, very happy that I got my suitcases back. You are so good at snowboarding. At snow and sea. Oh, really? Oh, do you know what? I really, really struggled to film that one because I couldn't do it with my glove on. So that entire run, I felt like my hand was so cold. I mean, I would still classify myself as a beginner. Do you know what? I will say, anybody who can snowboard or knows enough about snowboarding, I hope this makes a little bit of more sense to you, just so you know how like how bizarre I am. I struggle to like skate with the snowboard. I really find it very difficult. But naturally I can ride Switch. And I appreciate for those of you who don't know anything about snowboarding, that doesn't make any sense. So I'll just wait for that to settle in for people who can snowboard, who know what that means while I explain. So skating is when you put one foot into the snowboard. So to put your foot in the snowboard, there's it's called a binding, but it's like a strap. So you're strapped onto the snowboard, right? And then you use your other foot to skate like a skateboard. And that's like one of the very basic beginner things that you learn how to do so that you can get yourself around on flat areas. And then when you, like for instance, or walking towards the like cable car not the cable car, so the like lifts, so that you don't take the entire snowboard off. It's still attached to one foot, so you skate. I still can't do that, but riding switch is when you manage to swap positions. So instead of facing this way down the mountain, you would face that way. So then everything you do is in reverse. But that's fine for me, but I can't skate. The video of you trying to film while doing it and be like, I swear I'm going past the... Oh my god. And, oh, thanks. It's made you look top. I was so confused when I filmed that video because I was going... I literally tried so hard to make sure that I went as fast as I could because obviously I wanted it to look cool on the video. I played it back immediately afterwards and it looks like I'm barely moving and I was like, what? Also, I only like exclusively snowboard well on certain runs when it suits me. My knowledge from Cool Borders is not enough for this. Okay, so the... I wonder if there's a better way to describe it. I snowboard right-handed. And it's very easy for me to quickly switch to snowboarding left-handed, but they're feet, right? So I'm right-footed, but it's very easy for me to switch to doing it left-footed. So imagine it's just right hand, left hand. But I can't move myself a small distance if I free up a leg so I can move one foot on the ground and then I have one foot attached to the snowboard. That's too difficult for me. To have one leg free to help me move, but it's fine going left-handed. Not a problem. Is probably the only other way I could think to describe it. I was laughing because I totally knew you, but the slow made it slow. It did make it look so slow, didn't it? Do you know what? I was looking at it, and part of me was feeling. I was looking at it. I was like, should I speed the video up? But then I was thinking, like, it's going to be really obvious because you might hear me like in the video, and it'll be like. And then you'd hear the sounds of it. So I was like, I can't even speed it up. That was better. Yeah, so I can snowboard left-handed, but I can't snowboard with one of my feet free. Anyway, I don't know, and everyone's always mentioned that it's really bizarre. The piste groomer has to come. If you fall on the straight, then they have to. Why? Wait. I don't understand. I've come a long way. A few years ago, when I went snowboarding for the first time, the jet ski had to come collect me at the end of the day because they needed me off the mountain and I was too slow and I was the only person left. We've come a long way. Please get off the mountain. Please hurry up. And then in the end they were like, hi, can you give me your snowboard? Good night, kings. They were like, can you give me your snowboard? And then can you just get on the jet ski? Okay. And my favourite thing about that story is they just left Ghost on the mountain and they were like, we'll see you at the bottom. break your snowboard in half. They're like moving too slow. Here's your punishment. I think they must have looked at Ghost and been like, you actually know what you're doing. Just go. But this girl's hopeless. But I've definitely improved a lot with snowboarding. The thing is though, I'm not really like that into it, I think. I wanted to learn how to snowboard so I could ride along with Ghost. But he's a lot more of a avid snowboarder than I am. And we got really lucky because the first time I went snowboarding to learn, we got a really good deal. Because I'm very aware that like skiing and snowboarding is something which is, you know, it's cost a lot of money to go and do. But I remembered that we got this deal. It was for a place in France. It was like March time, so you know, not the best snow, so that's why it was cheap. But for the ski lift pass, for the flights, for the accommodation was also all inclusive, and you had somebody cook breakfast, afternoon tea with cake, dinner and dessert 6 days a week. You just sorted out your own lunch because you were on the mountain. We got it, and I think I rented some clothes. I think it came to about £330 for both of us. And I don't know how we got that deal. I don't know. But I remembered that we went because we found a deal that was so cheap. So that's just what we went and did. Oh, it was crazy. It was so cheap. And I've never seen another deal since, so I don't know if it was like a mistake. But yeah, that's like the first time I went. That sounds like it was a really good deal. So I was like, oh yeah, that'd be really fun, let's go. But yeah, oh my god. I don't think I've ever seen another deal like it since then. But I remember seeing this deal and thinking like, Jesus, that was unbelievably, like, disgustingly cheap. Cancelled, and they maybe just needed. I mean, yeah, maybe we did book it really last minute, so perhaps it was more like, oh, let's get some more money in, like towards the end of the season. Maybe that was what they were thinking, which would make a lot of sense. heck? Yanks, thank you so much for the 1,000 bits. Thank you so much. What the heck? You lot, thank you. Thank you for being so supportive. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. You guys, thank you so much. I looked at a last minute deal for New Zealand once, hoping I would get a cheap flight, and I can't remember the amount, but it was over £4,000. So yeah, I don't blame you. I'd also be like, oh, it doesn't matter.
Charge complete.
It's all right, actually. What the heck, Jeff? Thank you so much for the 500 bits. Thank you. Thank you so much. Everyone always says that these last minute deals are like so cheap and like they're so good, but not always. For realsies, not always. Guys, thank you so much for all of these bits. You guys have been, honestly, thank you so much. Because I was so stressed out and I was so nervous. And I know it sounds so silly, but it's like, I think the only way I can really describe it is, obviously I work a job where you have to turn up. You just have to turn up. And for essentially the last like 2 months, I haven't turned up. So I was getting really stressed out about everything. So thank you thank you so much for being so supportive, especially now, because I do really feel like I'm now happily going to be able to focus on streaming. I'm moving out, so thank you so much for being so supportive, even though I went away for a long time. I was really scared. Thank you so much. It freaks me out not streaming. I only just got the pig plush, actually, Jeff, so no name yet, especially a new streamer. It's gonna be so good for you. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to have my own space and to be able to like stream, and I hope I get to just focus on doing my makeup looks and be in my studio. Ultimately, I think it would just be really nice to just, I'm most excited about having my own space. Oh my god, I do have the peanut, it's right here. This is my other plushie. Look, says, it's so cute and you can make it run. Look at it running. So I got my peanut. It's so stupid. I'm so excited, Yags. I'm so excited. Today I was measuring out underlay. That's the fun task I had today. To measure it out and then cut it around pipes. Pig nut. Ew. And like measure it and maneuver it around pipes, etc. And that's my job for tomorrow as well, is to continue. And honestly, it wasn't very fun. Are there any plans for Pocket Door? Jeff, I tried to encourage Pocket Door mission and I was the only one. And so Pocket Door mission was not a go-go. Yeah, right, Ken. And do you know what as well is, it really hurts the knees. You have to be kind to yourself in stress. You're allowed to have a holiday, and even if the numbers might not be exactly the day that you're back, you will get there in like a week tops. No one can forget you're unforgettable. That's so kind, Saz. I think the only thing that I will say like to that is like it confuses me, and it confuses me a lot when there's a lot of people who, okay, so imagine you're in my position, okay? Just imagine you're me. You're all me. I know, it's really weird. It feels like there's something on my face. On your face. All you've ever known is you just do makeup looks, right? And you like doing makeup looks, and it's really fun. And holy heck, I turn the camera on and I do a makeup look, and then you guys show up, and that's really cool, and that's really awesome. That's great, because I was doing that anyway. Now I just chat to you guys while I do it. That's really fun. And then you go on holiday for the first time in like 4 years to just like give yourself a break after like working really hard and like borderline like working yourself not to the bone but to the bone marrow. And then you get about 1,000 comments about why, demanding to know why you've given up streaming. Or then also imagine like you drop 600 subs. Yes, like I'm good at ignoring it. I'm good at ignoring it. Because a lot of the time I'm just like, that's ridiculous. But sometimes when there's so many comments, it becomes very hard to ignore. Because you're a bit like, okay. So like, yeah. But also like, like people can be mean, and sometimes like you get treated a little bit like you're a machine, and sometimes can work like a machine, yes, but also I'm still just human. Yeah. You do get. I think it's really strange. I know these clowns that make comments, but they can get. I know it's so weird, isn't it? Because like I'm usually like, I mean, you've seen me just be like, okay, whatever, fine. I don't know. I don't care. I don't know who that person is. I don't know. I'm not interested. Blah 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 blah. But then it's really strange. And then there's people who like guilt you really hard. I remember there's been times before where like I haven't been well and I took a weekend off, and then which realistically if I took a weekend off, that's one stream, and I will have people be like, where have you been? You have not been online. Where have you been? You've been gone. Oh, we know it's so silly. But yeah, like going away is tough. It's tough. It's very, very tough. You feel like you've like ended your own career, which isn't true, but you feel like you have. And Cassie called me and she was like, don't ever feel like this. I can't believe, like, you know, you're really great, and it's just so and so. And then she went on holiday for a week, and she texted me and said, I'm so sorry. I've been gone for a week and I feel like I've ended my career. I can't imagine how you must feel. But I'm glad to be back. Also, another thing that would... Ow, I just scratched my own eye. Sorry. Also, another thing, which I kind of struggle with... this one I think that I really struggle with. I really struggled with it last year, and I would know I was really open about it, especially towards the end of last year, was I really felt like I didn't do many makeup looks at all last year, and I felt like I didn't do enough. And I wanted to be really open about it and be like, you know, I really, really struggled. Part of the reason was I did get a lot of comments last year about how about how I'd given up makeup. And I was only a gaming you're just a gaming streamer now. And it was because I was under a lot of stress. I had been secretly recovering from surgery. I had been working on a house, and I was also trying to work on all of the sponsored stuff in the background to get money because I was the only person working in this household, and so I started playing quite a few games because I was exhausted, and then to get told that I was I wasn't putting in enough effort. I think that was the thing that really, 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 really ruined me, because I hate not doing makeup looks, as you can tell. I didn't even know what happened. So I think that was one of the things that I really struggled with. I was like, it's because in my head it was like, it's become noticeable. And I'm sure it was a lot. Yeah, she's really, really good at being able to do that. Like, she's really good at keeping track of it all. Thanks so much, V6. Especially if you are on that consistency of being, that's the thing, isn't it, Dave? Like, I think I do actually stream quite a lot, and so to go from that to nothing was really hard. The thing is, though, Infernal, is that I wanted to do makeup looks. It was just that I was really exhausted, and so I really wanted to do them, but I was so tired because of everything going on, and I think. And it's okay. Oh, I understand of just don't listen to them. Sometimes when it's so loud and it's something that you're already like insecure about already. I've just knocked off this drawer with my chair. And it's something that you're already kind of like insecure about already. It just amplifies it. You know what I mean? That's the thing, Dover, and I really hate that. Like, sometimes it makes you not want to try something new. I know a lot. No, not a lot. I think I know about 2 or 3 streamers. They hate the games that they play. They can't change the games that they play, and they can't let on that they hate it because the community refuses to let them play anything else. And that would suck. But imagine, like, that's your whole career, like, that's your job, that's what your rent relies on, that's what your bills rely on, that's what, like, you don't know what people get, like, how people spend their money. Some people take the money and they give it to their family for medicine, right? And so then that becomes a little bit scary, doesn't it? It's good to have a balance, though. Yeah, I think that's one of the things that I want to be better at. It does sound really miserable, yeah. And it's like a type of game. You're very active, also. You deserve a holiday. I think I deserved a holiday, personally. I 100% agree with you, V6. Yeah, like, if I like a game, nobody can force me to play it. But that's the thing. But then, like, imagine having 300 people whenever you played a new game in your chat, just complaining the entire time. Imagine that stream being sponsored. Like, can you see the level of stress, like, just slowly creeping up, and you getting more and more frustrated? Yeah, feel like a prisoner in your own channel. Like, I wouldn't know what to do, and it must be tough because, you know, I mean, some people have been streaming for like 10 years plus, and then they've kind of like gotten themselves into a little bit of a corner, and that's, you know, I think that must be really, really hard. I'm really grateful that I started playing games because, you know, obviously you guys find it quite fun. But it must be quite tricky. That complaint about the game that you've been asked to promote it to, I think that's the thing that winds me up the most. is it's a sponsored stream and people like complaining about the game. Some sponsored games and you can tell they don't like it, but they have to be all rah rah rah. Yeah. I mean, I think sometimes like you can play a game and halfway through you're a bit like, oh, actually, I'm not really sure. But like, I think it's tough when the community's like berating it as well. It's tough. Playing beyond that, I wouldn't bother. Yeah, I think I would feel the same, but I don't blame people who kind of get a little bit trapped, because to feel a little bit like you're trapped in a certain part of that channel because it's your job must be really, really difficult. Hi Harus, how are you? I think it would be difficult. I completely understand. Oh gosh, I feel like I've got like a My muscles here, my muscles, chat, are pretty tender. But yeah, and like, it is kind of tough because, you know, you want to like have a fun stream and you want everybody else to be having a fun time too, but it feels like that's not what's going on. My muscles. It's also why I tested a game before agreeing to be sponsored to play it. While that's all well and good, it can ruin parts of the game. And you might not get that code before, like, with enough time to fully play enough to what you've agreed with. It doesn't always work that way, really. Like, sometimes that I will be working on projects with a game 6 months in advance. And the game's like not out for demo by that point. So you don't know. So you've got contracts, you've got plans, you've got the campaign, you've got, you know, agreements of what you're going to work on, what you're going to do, but it just doesn't really work that way. It's left, right, X. You can't always test to get, yeah, because playing it, like, that's another thing, is like, some, you know, YouTubers probably get a little bit more. If it's bot, I'd let people know. That is, that would probably also be a breach of the contract, so you wouldn't, it's just doesn't work that way. Like, you can say like, oh, actually I think it would be a little bit better if they did this. You can't roast it. You can't do that. You just can't do that. Not when it's a paid gig, mate. Like, you can't do that sort of shit. Yeah, you'd never get hired again, and like, think about this being your job. Like, if that's the case, then like you're just not going to get picked by gaming companies. They're not going to want to work with you, and that's fine if that's not what you want. But it's just not how it works. I feel like some students don't tell or know how to tell their communities about. Like, do you know what, Yanks, as well? Is like, that's a whole thing, isn't it? About how with a lot of video games, I think some people take the fun out of video games because they make it so competitive. Like, and competitive in a way that's not fun. Like, at the end of the day, it's just a bit of a laugh. Like, I know, like, just trust me, I'm very aware. I'm not the best I'm not like the most pro gamer ever, but equally, it doesn't matter because I think it's really fun and I'm having a laugh. Hi, mummy milkers, how are you? Because I'm just having a little bit of a laugh with it. And like, for instance, like when Cassie and I play Remnant, we both don't really have any clue what we're doing. We're not doing the best gameplay in the world, but it's fun. Right, and you can tell we're having a lot of fun, and I think that's the most important thing. Taking out patties with bananas. Apparently there's going to be a new Hitman DLC. Now, you play Starfield and talk to an NPC for about 10 minutes. It was so funny, I didn't know through the NPC had that dialogue, one of those things you messed around and find. Like, I do like messing around with them a lot. But it's like, you see what they've, you know, been up to, etc. I just think so many times. No, Starfield was so funny with the with the lady when she chased me almost around a miniature planet. Yeah, like having fun, right? You just want to have a bit of a laugh with the game. It's just so silly. It was so silly. I was playing Starfield. And there were these like pirates or whatever in this like canyon area, and I tried so many times to take them out. I really struggled with this mission, and every time I took them out, I accidentally injured my like captain, and she was fuming. Like, she practically chased me. I ran away from her because she was trying to kill me with like a knife or something. And she was, and I think she practically chased me almost like a full perimeter around this planet. And I just kept running, but she's like slowly caught up with me. And at one point she had, and I did this so many times, like there was another guy who was with her, I don't even know what, anyway, and I didn't know what to, slowly catching up with me, I was freaking out. I didn't know what to do, and I was just shouting the entire time. I was thinking, like, she must get tired at some point. No, she didn't get tired. She didn't get tired. She chased me, and she chased me, and she chased me, and she chased me throughout the entire planet. And luckily, I turned around with a new tactic, and I just tried to talk to her, and she'd be like, "Oh, hi," and then she'd leave me alone. The Resident Evil 4 helicopter rocket shopping was a highlight. Oh my god, my Resident Evil 4 helicopter situation. The helicopter situation was absolutely, that was unacceptable. There was a moment where I was running, we play as Leon, okay? And as Leon, I ran into this area. A helicopter started shooting at seemingly everything, and I was like, oh my god, I need to, hi Elias, how are you? I was like, oh my god, I need to go back to the shop, and I need to get a rocket launcher to take this helicopter out. Anyway, so I turned around and I ran back, and I was like, what on earth is going on? There's too many things happening. But to pay for this rocket launcher, which was like 150,000 or something, I had to increase the size of my suitcase that I was apparently carrying with me the entire time. I don't even know. And so I increased the size of my suitcase, and I think that cost me like 60,000 or something. And then I bought the rocket launcher, which I also didn't know only had one rocket, one bullet in it. Anyway, I spent all this money, and I was panicking, and I was like, right, this will help me. And I went back, and it turns out that I just missed a cutscene, and the helicopter was on my side. It's friendly? Why didn't he say that? What do you mean? Was she chasing or just following? Oh, Nivea, she was full on chasing me. Like, I think she had a knife out. I think she was ready to kill me. I still think the worst game we had was Evil Within before we learned crafting. I felt so, oh my god, Jeff, I think that was, because I felt like I was going to cry. I felt I didn't know what to do. What is nice is how that moment did lead to the whole, like, yeah, because I just didn't know what to do. I will say though, as a community, because I remember the feeling, because I was thinking like, I can't do it, and I felt so ashamed that I couldn't do the task. But I was really, really, really touched because so many of you guys were like on the internet trying to find ways to help, instead of like berating me for being like, because I think you could tell that I was really like, I don't know what to do. Have you played Lethal Company? No, but I've seen so many good things about it though. Yeah, and then you guys in chat were like, this is the dev's fault. They didn't give you enough. Oh, hang on, I got a message I just need to quickly reply to. Okay. Yeah, then I've been sitting on the Evil Within for a few years. I still haven't played it. I liked the Evil Within, I think up until about chapter 10. Then it felt like I felt like after that there wasn't any necessity for more game. I don't know why we still had something like some gameplay left. I think it should have ended. So that was the thing that I found to be the most bizarre with The Evil Within, was it kept going. They really did, didn't they, Jeff? And I think we all got a little bit confused. We were all a bit like, okay, what are we doing? You have all the DLC too. Apparently, but I did hear though. You guys were telling me in the chat that with the Evil Within, the story was so confusing that people complained that they had to address what happened in number 1 at the beginning of number 2. Do you like games where you become OP? I love it. I'm teched out in Cyberpunk. I fear nothing. I don't mind. Yeah, I'm pretty happy regardless. This is a reminder that in this game you're playing there is crafting. Now please pay attention to big letters. I don't think I've actually read that. Since when did it say, Mel, please pay attention to the big letters? Because only whenever you guys say exclamation mark crafting, I just read that you guys said exclamation mark crafting. I've never actually read that actual command that's come up. So you didn't pay attention? No. It said that for about 3 years or more. This is so embarrassing. No, I haven't paid attention to it. I think if I've actually read, if I've seen bits, I've seen exclamation mark crafting, the word crafting in capital letters, and the word attention, and thought, crafting. Enough wham. Oh, enough wham. Mel mode in a Soulsborne. Oh, in a Soul... Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I would. We're used to this here. Yeah, I know. I'm so terrible with it. Oh, this pig is so cute. It's so soft. I'm so happy. What a cute pig. Oh, it's so cute. It's so soft. Chat, I wish I could let you guys feel how soft it is. Can you, like, see the texture of it, though? It's soft. Right? It looks floofy. It really is. I'm trying to be more... Oh, we have a loose thread. Nicer about treating myself, not treating myself, you guys watch me, having like little plushies and like cute things. I missed a piggy animated emote. With a little pig. Lords of the Fallen from 2016, not last year's release, will be perfect. Lords of the Fallen, I haven't heard of that. Oh, sorry, you just reminded me. I'm really, really, really honoured, chat, because I was gifted a copy of Suicide Squad, and I installed it today. I'm really excited to play. I'm really, really, really excited. I think it's going to be very up my street. Yeah, V6, I'm so excited. I think Harley looks super cute. There was a picture on a screenshot, and she was. Oh yeah. Deluxe edition. There's a skin, and Harley is wearing a Wonder Woman cosplay. Maybe we can. I'm secretly hoping that I won't be so tired and I can play on Sunday. I really, really, really hope. Oh, it's got some mean reviews. I think sometimes people just want to be mean as well. Zero. I just saw the Hanson Squid. Oh my god, I know. I did it so long ago. Welcome back. Oh my god, John, I'm so sorry. For a second too long there, I was reading that as Warner Brothers. How was the trip? And I was like, I haven't been. I don't know where Warner Brothers are based. And the Mind Game is a service game, but probably should have been a story game that ends. Right, okay. I think, well, a lot of people are saying that they thought it was just quite high price, which I think a lot of games are quite high priced as well. And I think especially with the cost of living crisis, people naturally feel like, you know, I think people are naturally a bit more wary of how they spend their money because it's hard to come by. So I do think as well, like, I know, James, look, pig plushie. I got it off my wish list. Isn't it so cute? And I still have Circuit Board. It's high price, but being a service game, there's a year of content to come. I think that's a really, really good point, V6. V6, you always make very good points. I appreciate it. Sometimes I don't appreciate it because you make points against me, but I do appreciate that you help me think of other alternative things to consider. But sometimes in the moment... Was that a Valentine's Day gift I sent you in the post? No. Please don't. And I don't have a P.O. box. I think yeah, I would naturally also be a bit more. We work out how many Gashapon toys we could buy instead of the game. Oh my goodness gracious, you could buy so many, but like it would depend on the value of them because of like, you know, which ones are more valuable than others, i.e. the tooth versus other ones which may be a little bit less like, oh, I don't really want that one, you know. 100% Cosmic. So on Valentine's Day, Tomb Raider 1 to 3 Remastered is coming out, and that means that I'm playing that. What day is it gonna be? I'm waiting. Yeah, no, 100% though, Milka's like, it's so pricey at the moment, so it makes sense. That, you know, you'd be not that you'd be cheap, that you would probably not want to buy them. It's next Wednesday. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes, it is. Night. What platform are you getting it on? Steam. Oh, here. Chat, I dug out my jacket. Did I just drop that in my dinner? No. I dug out my jacket for the Tomb Raider Remastered. I can't remember when or why, but randomly a Hot Topic came out with a whole Tomb Raider collection. And so this is like her bomber jacket. And so I bought one and got them like shipped to me. And I thought this was super cute. So I so I brought this jacket out. So when we play, hopefully I can I'll be able to match a little bit more. It is cool. I'm trying to get a picture. Oh, I just came up with one, but then I clicked off it. Hang on a minute, how do I find that again? With a flare. So I'm really excited about next week. I'm so happy because I was like, I nearly put this jacket into like a suitcase and storage, and I was looking at it. I was like, no, take it out. So I'm really excited. I'm really, really, really excited about it. It'll be nice to play. There's so many games I want to play at the moment as well. Oh my god, I hate jet lag so much. There's so many games I want to play at the moment. They include Cyberpunk, The Last of Us 2, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. I want to play more of Disney Dreamlight Valley. Did I say Tomb Raider? I don't think I said. I want to play the new Tomb Raider, well, the new remastered Tomb Raiders. She must be so cold with her legs. Her legs must be so freezing cold. But yeah, so there's quite. I think they've got enough games to last me quite a while. Personally. Oh my god, yeah, and VR. So I do want to hook up my VR because I want to play some fun games on there too. That's a really good point. I forgot about that one. I'm crashing really hard. I do want to play VR as well. That's something that I need to set up and I have not. So I should take a picture of this before I wash it off. Just so I've got it for my own references. It's like a 5-minute doodle. Anyway, I do want to set up VR because I have lots of VR games that I want to play. And I think it would be really fun. I think it would be fun to play VR with you guys. You should add a heat monitor to your wish list because... Oh my god, I was like, because of the temperature. Yes. Also, those of you who have just joined, bye, mummy milkers. I'll be going soon too anyway because the jet lag is hitting me pretty hard. I want to give you an update on the crows. I have now I have now put all of the well, not all of them. I have now made a tray, which is a paint roller tray that was clean, and I have put peanuts in the paint roller tray. However, the crows, I also sprinkled some peanuts around the edge. The crows are scared of the tray. They look at the tray and they sidestep really carefully to get a peanut, and then they fly back away from the tray. I don't really know what it is about this. I don't know if they're just thinking that the tray is a bit sus, because they maybe they have never seen one before, but they've really freaked out that I've put the tray down. I was advised to put something down so that they know to look in the same place every day for food. Yanks, I'm really trying. This is what I've chosen to focus on. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to move in for ages because, like, it's just taking too long. Also me. I'm like this out the window. And, like, I got really upset when Ghost was outside to cut some tiles because it meant that they'd scare the crows and the crows wouldn't come into the garden. So... put them in a small box and watch them work it open. They will love it. But I need them to trust, and I can't start there. We have to start really small, and we have to start like with a friendship, like an open invitation, and that's what my paint roller tray is. Which would normally be a bad thing. I know, Yanks, my priorities are so screwed. I don't trust Peanut Lady. I think she's trying to... No, do you know what as well, Biscuit? It's because I've said this earlier. I genuinely think that people don't feed these crows. Also, so these crows, they sit on a tree that's quite far to the right. And there's like 9 of them. And they sit there and I know they're chatting. I can see it, right? They're having a great time. Together. Cool. Anyway, there's like one crow which seemingly is interested in... I don't know if it's the same crow because I can't tell the difference, even though I told Dusty that I've named them. I told Dusty that I named 2 of them because she asked, and when she asked what their names were, I told her that they were called Dusty and Telephone. And then Dusty told me that she thought that they had a nice ring to it. Like teaching raccoons not to wash the candy floss in the water. Imagine the other Mel screaming at the window because the crows keep making noises. She streams. It's actually really good. We've put out food for the birds, and there's one black bird that gets right on the window ledge and watches us and shouts while we are in the kitchen. This is what I need. But crows. Oh my god. This is what I'm trying to get to, but with crows. And then the thing is, I've started talking about my crows on the internet. Not my crows, soon, TM. I started talking about how I wanted to befriend crows. And so many people messaged me about how they have crows because they've been doing the same thing. My favourite one was one of the people who I used to work with, who was my old boss at DeviantArt when I used to do some work for DeviantArt, asked me if I had ever seen his crows, and then he showed me a picture, and he showed me a picture and a video of the crows, and he's trained the crows to stop being so loud, and so now they meow. And he sent me a video of his garden and these crows. He says something to the crows, and they reply back like a really faint caw, but it does sound like a meow. I was like, I know, Yanks. I know. So I was genuinely speechless. And so I was receiving advice from different people about the crows and how, and like what we can do. No eye contact. Don't give them. It freaks them out. They don't like eye contact. Don't look at them in the eye, even though they're so pretty to look at. But yeah, he was giving me crow advice. But at the moment the crows don't trust the paint roller tray that I've put down. Don't know. I don't think I took a picture of the paint roller tray though. No, I did not. Shame. I'll take a picture of it tomorrow. Something's up with that tray. They really freak out about it. Like, every so often, like, they get a jump scare from this paint roller tray, and I don't know what it is. Like, they sidestep to it, and they, like, look at it all sus and stuff. It's so weird. And I'm looking at them through the window, and I'm like, I don't know what I've done so wrong to make you freak out about a paint roller tray. It's got peanuts inside it. Equally, what part of me, and I know I mentioned this before, but also, you know, like people come and go in Twitch. I'm wondering if they just find the whole situation sus. And the reason why is because I don't think other people really feed them, because I never really see them anywhere but this tree. And I do look at them a lot, like a lot. I stare at them because for a long time I was trying to figure out how I could befriend them. And I've been like throwing things outside and until I was like, okay, I'm going to be more serious. And then you guys bought me the peanut box. Okay. And so I'm wondering if like no one's fed these crows. But now all of a sudden they're being provided like a full board hotel service where like every time this girl walks out the door, she throws a handful of peanuts on the ground. And I think they may be all thinking like, this is really sus, like what the hell's going on? So I'm wondering, because they seem a little bit like, That's what I'm wondering, Yanks. I think, yeah, maybe they'll get used to it in the end. I really hope so. Thank you so much, Philip. Thank you. I actually got a piece of orange stuck in this drink and it freaked me out. I managed to avoid it. I think she wants us to work for her. Is it a silver tray or black? It's black. So that's the update on the crow situation. I'll keep you guys updated on the crows though. I really want to befriend them. I do want them to destroy my neighbour's roof, but that's a completely that's a completely irrelevant point. I don't like my neighbour very much. I think he's a tool. And I'd very much like it if they picked all of the... I just like it if they picked at his brickwork or something. I just think it would be great if, you know, they just attacked his gutter or something. I don't know, something. Just do anything. Yeah, go, yeah. Who needs soffits and fascias anyway? I want them to tell me my full ring. Step 2, train the crows to destroy the neighbour's gutter. That's what I want. I want eternal suffering for the gutter. That's what I wish. Destroy that over there. Go pull it off. Go pull it off. Flown away by crows. Goodbye. So hopefully we'll be able to befriend them soon. Apparently they go crazy for a hard-boiled egg. So I might hard boil an egg. For next week or something. Maybe I'll like hard boil it on Sunday. I've got a bit of extra time. You know, bring it to them as an offering. I feel like it would be a bit too soon to give them a hard-boiled egg now. But then if I gave crows hard-boiled eggs, would that speed run a loving friendship between us? I don't know, but I've been thinking about it a lot. How can I advance this friendship and sonic speed run it as fast as possible so that we can all be friends now? And I was wondering if I should just buy it like really luxurious food, but then I don't want to keep up with that. So that's why I'm a little bit two minds about it. If you catch Ginny tomorrow, she's supposed to be going to a place where they have a couple of crows that they have trained. Is she in America? Crows are often observed cracking open eggshells and eating the contents, so while they will sometimes eat raw eggs, they do prefer hard-boiled eggs. It's easier to crack and less messy to eat. Yeah, and also, what if I take the shell off for them? They can just eat it. And so I was thinking I'll slice it for them, like their children. Oh, in Texas. Oh, right. Okay. I thought she was in Florida. I don't know why I thought that. Was in Quebec last week. I thought she was just hanging around America. Different places every few days. Honestly, I don't know how she really does that, because that's what I was doing in Japan, and I was like, I'm going to bed, I'm tired. It was really, really tough. But then again, I wonder if because she's streaming. But then I don't know, but she walks so much. Like her legs. That's another thing, chat. I think I need to work on leg day a lot. I think I need more leg day in my life. Said no one ever, but now I'm saying it. It's because my legs are really tired whenever I feel I could do anything. Hey, you can customize Chrome. Can I change the color of it? Ew. It doesn't look nice in other. Ew. Ew. Yeah. Oh yeah, I made it yellow. Oh my god. Ugh. Oh my god, you can do dark mode on Chrome? Jesus. I don't like this green. Up to two times weekly. I'll try this green. Yeah, I think I need to. I've suddenly developed a fear of deep vein thrombosis, though, that I think I'm gonna die. Anyway, so I think if I was to work on my legs a lot more, I'd feel a little bit better about myself. Anyway, it's always a good thing to exercise your legs, isn't it? That's always a good thing. Sorry, Star Wars Lady sometimes makes this comment to me, and she's really correct. And the reason I'm going to bring it up again is I feel like if you looked at my stream right now and you take it at face value, it gives the same energy as someone who's tidying their room and and is just playing and has with everything that they're finding. Because I feel like none of this seemingly makes any sense. Leon Kennedy. No, it's a Lara Croft one. It's actually... That's my drawer. I need to stick it back on. I knocked it with my chair arm. Look. Leon Kennedy. Lara Croft. Okay, I'm actually pretty... I think it's really obvious that I'm really struggling to stay awake. I think it's very clear. I don't know what I was doing, but I had to do something because I thought I was going to go insane. But I'm glad I still know how to apply makeup. The reason actually why I stopped was because I didn't know where the rest of my makeup went. Because I rearranged my makeup to make a travel makeup bag, but I haven't rearranged everything back. So so how I've been doing my makeup over the past 2 days is I've just been using my travel bag. So yeah, I need to do that. Anyway, I'm going to go to sleep now. I really hope that I'm going to be more awake tomorrow. You need to let Winston out of the freezer. You cannot make me. But that'll be fun, won't it? To go back to Croft Manor. Anyway, so thanks for joining me today, guys. And I know and it was really nice. I have no idea why I thought I could do a whole arm paint today. But here we are. I'm gonna get some sleepies. Thank you so much. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Only the things in the new drawer and the plushies are in Mel's mind. Everything else, including the pens, are missing. Exactly. All right, I'm going to go to sleep now. Thanks so much, guys, for being here. I really hope I get over this jet lag soon. I'm going to go down about 3 litres of water, and then I'm going to go to sleep, and then I'm going to wake up in the middle of the night wondering why I need a toilet so much, okay? Good night, everyone. Thanks so much for being here. Sorry, I'm still so tired. I'm really trying. Thank you so much. Good night. Bye.